Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 9 of Let's Play GreedFall. In the last part, we found out that the soldier that Kurt wanted to introduce us to is dead, and apparently Kurt does not believe the situation in which he died in. And also, we found out from Vasco where exactly the goods are being held, because apparently he wanted a little bit of revenge getting sacked. But first things first, let's speak to the doctor.
Well now, a visit. Can I help you with something?
We are here concerning the matter of recruit Rayner.
Are you family or friends?
You could say that. I'm the one who recruited the lad.
I see. Well, what I can do is tell you what I can.
When was the body brought to you?
Day before yesterday, in the early morning.
Can you tell me anything about the circumstances?
All I know is what I was told by the fellows who brought the body to me. They said they'd spent the evening together at the tavern, that they'd had a great deal to drink. A horrid habit the soldiers all seemed to share.
Rayner was not a drinker.
Maybe not. All the same, he was drinking that night. He stepped outside for a moment and never came back in. His companions found him drowned in the bay early morn, and they brought him to me.
How then did he die, in your opinion?
He drowned. I'm sorry. It's regrettable. He was quite a young man.
Yeah, and his death makes no sense. He didn't drink, and he knew how to swim.
All the same, that's what happened. I greatly regret it.
Might we take a look at the body?
No, I wouldn't recommend that. To see your friend in such a state.
I'm a soldier, Doc. I've seen a number of men in pieces. Let me see the young lad.
I regret, Captain. I cannot allow that.
I have as of yet to present myself. I'm Sir Desardet, legate of the Congregation of Merchants on Tiafredi. And as the title infers, I have the power to inspect this barracks and all that it contains. Therefore, I must insist.
I am sorry, Your Excellency, but within these walls, I am the only master. These bodies are often vectors of infection and extremely contagious. So, for your own security, I find myself obliged to refuse.
To be quite frank, we're leaving you no choice. I doubt that you'll be able to stop my friend from doing what he wants, and today he's driven by sadness. And when he's of sad sorts, the slightest frustration can turn that melancholy into a rage. And alas for you, he's quite violent when he's in a rage.
You wouldn't dare! I've been appointed by the Elder of the University of...
Quite violent.
Very well. Do as you see necessary. Beasts. It's the body in the middle. Examine him if you must. But please be so kind as to not leave a mess after you.
Well, we had some reputation to lose with the bridge. I mean, they already love us, so why not? Why worry? Oh. God damn it. This is... fucking shite. Should have really...
This doesn't look like the body of young Rayner.
I know it's not. I'm just looking at the other ones anyway.
This doesn't look like the body of young Rayner.
Alright, fuck you, game.
This one is just a boy. His face is still locked in an expression of pain. Kurt, is this your recruit?
Yes, that's my Rayner. Poor kid. I should have left him with his family where he was.
If you want to learn more, we'll need to examine the body. Is that all right?
He's not the first young man I've seen with the lights gone from his eyes. Go on.
I'm no doctor, but this boy doesn't seem to have drowned at all. It looks like he's been beaten. It's suspicious.
The boy I knew would never have drunk himself senseless to the point he'd fall into the bay, I'm telling you.
I believe you, Kurt. But if we want to prove it, we'll need to find more evidence.
Ooh, there's a book. Let's have a look at the book. Preliminary autopsy results. The subject is a young man under the age of 20. He has several hematas on the entirety of the body surface. Some more recent than others. Forearm bones are broken. Fuck, I hate that word. Lesion. Oh no. Lesions on the hand. That word always fucking throws me for one. Several broken ribs, skull is sunken, likely to be the cause of death. Oh, fuck. Why am I running? Walk, there we go.
Excuse me, Doctor, but you owe us a few explanations. This boy did not die by drowning.
It is absolutely the cause of death, I assure you. The science of death is a complex art, and you are certainly not a doctor.
That is true, but you are. Do you recognize your own notes? Your writing is hard to read, but the word drowning never appears.
What an idiot. I should have burned those notes. I am truly sorry. I swear I have never, ever falsified a report before. But I was given no choice in the matter.
How's that? What are you talking about?
Two men, lieutenants I believe, brought a body to me telling me the boy had drowned in an accident. I saw immediately this was a lie, but I did not push the matter. I began my examination, planning to submit my report to the quartermaster as per usual. But the men returned. I was told to forget what I'd discovered and say that he had indeed drowned, or else.
Who were they?
I have no idea. I had never seen them before at the barracks. I guessed their rank by their uniforms.
What colours were they sporting?
None. They must have removed the emblems of their regiment. Listen, it's obvious that this boy was beaten repetitively, and that was the cause of death. I have no intention of suffering the same fate.
Have no fear, Doctor. We will make no mention of your name.
My condolences, Kurt. I'm truly sorry. I know the pain of losing a crew member.
Thank you, Vasco.
Well then. Oh fuck, I was about to say something as well. Oh fuck you, game. This happens too often. I always fucking forget because of fucking drawn out conversations. Nah, fuck it, it's gone. Alright, let's go. We're gonna. Oh yeah, he said lieutenants correctly. This is the first game, the first game in ages where, or I think ever actually, that they have said lieutenant instead of lieutenant. They said the English, and it makes me so happy.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
We have a situation, Manfred. Rayner didn't drown. The doctor falsified his report. He was threatened and feared for his own life.
You have to be pulling me leg. Who bullied the crowface?
Lieutenants that he didn't recognize, alas, and who wore no regiment emblems.
Which regiment was Rayner assigned to? I would like to have a word with his commanding officer.
Let me have a look at the register. My memory isn't what it once was. Stab my heart with a rusty blade. His name's been crossed out. Oh, if I catch the bastard that did that.
What mess was the boy into, Manfred? What could this be about?
Your lad was in the 6th or maybe the 11th, before being reassigned to who knows where.
Just like that? You out of everyone have to know where the recruits are assigned.
Not of late. This isn't the first lad who's been reassigned all of a sudden at the drop of a hat. Each time I start complaining about it, I'm told they've changed regiments, and it's not my concern.
Something truly bizarre is going on here. I don't like this at all.
Let's try and discover which company he was stationed at before this mysterious reassignment.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
I need to get to the bottom of this mystery, Greenblood. I don't like being taken for a fool. Even if the lieutenants weren't stationed at these barracks, someone here must know where Rayner was assigned.
We should also go and check the tavern. Men on leave will perhaps have looser lips than those within the walls.
Interesting. Also, fucking walk. Ah, fuck it, let's run. So, we'll, Ah, the guard, the guild something. I'm going to assume none of them want to talk, but there's a chest there. Let's quickly go loot that. So, this mystery has become very, has become deeper. And there is...
Hello, officer.
Excellency, can I do something for you?
Could you tell me which company you serve?
The 11th, Excellency. Anything else?
Could you tell me which company you serve?
The
Oops.
Anything?
What's your assignment?
The 11th is assigned to road and outpost security for the congregation on the island. As for me, I'm responsible for the training of recruits and the patrol duty roster. Anything else?
We are concerned about the death of a young recruit named Rainer. Have you heard anyone talking?
Sorry, Your Excellency. I'm not in a position to answer that.
Why's that?
It's just that, I don't remember that name. That's all. Sorry, Captain. Anything else?
Thank you, Lieutenant. Farewell.
Well, someone's talking out of his fucking ass. Yeah. For some reason, it didn't highlight. Oh, I don't matter. Let's keep going. And this is why I picked up lockpicking. Ooh. A worn tricone. Oh, it looks nowhere near as cool as this one. I don't know why, but I prefer the used felt hat over... I'm just going to keep... I know my hat's crap, but I'm keeping it anyway. Free worn guard doublets. Or doublets. I don't actually know how to say that. God, that looks shit. Thank God I'm wearing my beautiful sailor's outfit. Well, it doesn't look shit. It's not my style, more accurately. Let's go check upstairs and see if the lieutenant we're looking for is up here. This is to the dormitories. I mean, that'd probably be the best place to look for them. A very big building, as you'd expect. Wow. My fucking hell, that was actually some luck.
Lieutenant,
Excellency, can I help you?
what company do you serve, Lieutenant?
The 8th Company, Excellency. Excellency,
Where are you assigned?
my company, the 8th Company, is responsible for city and palace security. A capital assignment. As for myself, I'm essentially in charge of training and managing the recruits. We have quite a few here. The youngsters are attracted to the dream of Tier 4D. And believe me, if we want them to live up to their duties, there's no time to dally. Excellency,
We are investigating the death of a young recruit named Rainer. Do you know anything about the matter?
no, sorry, Your Excellency. That name is completely foreign to me. And I pride myself on knowing the names of all my recruits. As a matter of fact, they were all present at roll call.
Lieutenant, the lad that we're talking about was one of my own recruits. Someone pretended that he drowned himself, while in truth he'd been severely beaten to death. Assassinated. You more than anyone should understand what I'm feeling, so if you have anything else to say...
My condolences, Captain. I understand, and I'm sorry. I don't really know much about this affair. I've just heard people talking, and I know that it's frowned upon to broach the subject, especially with people on the outside.
What happens in the Guard concerns only the Guard, I know that. But I'm not sure myself.
Is that right? All I can tell you is that Rainer isn't the first to vanish from his company. Other youths, the most promising among us, are regularly reassigned. I don't know where they've gone, nor what they do. But we never see them again. That's all I can tell you. Now leave me in peace.
Interesting. All of the promising recruits just disappear. Now that is very interesting. So we just got to investigate the tavern now. Locate the merchandise. Set up camp in all those places and do that. So these are missions that are going to take quite a while. I think I'm going to keep going down on this one. We could go reach there. I think the main missions we're just going to not ignore, but we're going to focus on some side ones for a while. You know, get some of the really good exploration going around, and why not?
Good day, Lieutenant.
Excellency, what's your pleasure?
What company do you serve?
The 6th, Excellency. Anything else?
To where are you assigned?
The 6th Company is in charge of exploration and expansion of the colony of the Congregation of Merchants on the island. We operate mainly in the wilderness areas, in direct contact with the natives. But don't worry, We respect to the letter congregation directives and standing orders. We avoid all confrontation with them as much as possible. Anything else?
We're investigating the death of Rayner, a young recruit. Do you know anything about it?
Sorry, Your Excellency. That name doesn't ring a bell. And I know nothing about her death.
That's truly a pity.
I can't believe you're just taking him at his word. Come on, man. I guess we can loot him, and it won't. I guess looting him will have to, you know, have to make up for him. Now, is there any other one person we can ask? Apparently not, but I'm still going to, you know, fully. I do like if you shift run, you automatically run through doors. Right, yeah, that's everyone up here. Let's keep looking. I haven't finished exploring this place. And as I am obviously the second highest, I think, on the island, like behind our cousin. And that's a level 3 lockpick, so we're not going to be able to do that for a long time. Yeah, because of, like, we're the first, basically the second in command, we can pretty much go wherever we want. Or at least you'd think. Jesus fucking Christ, this place is way more intricate than I thought it would be. Level 2? Damn it. Oh, we can't go that way. Well, let's talk to Vasco and Kurt before we end this part.
Greenblood, do you need something?
What is your duty as Master of Arms, besides teaching us how to fight?
What was my duty, you mean? It's all in the past now. In truth, you may have guessed it, but my main role was to make sure that nothing would happen to you and Constantine. Without, of course, turning you into some courtiers that are afraid of steel. You have to be considered trustworthy to take on this role. But alas, it isolates you from the rest of the guards. Always at the court, but never really belonging to it. I spent almost my entire time with you without seeing my comrades. Anything else?
Tell me about your family. Were your parents in the Guard as well?
Yes. And to be truthful, I never knew them. I was entrusted to a wet nurse, a prostitute who followed the troops. I remember her. She was sweet, and a good person. She may be the only one who showed me any kind of affection. But that didn't last. As soon as I could hold a wooden sword, I was given a real one and sent to training. Anything else?
No, that's fucked up,
I
innit?
must leave you.
Desarde, I have a favor to ask.
Very well. I'm listening.
Do you remember the story of Jonah?
Of course.
Well, I'm like him. A donation to the sea. My family also gave me to the Nords. I don't know anything about my real family, except that they are probably affluent and from the congregation. When I was born, the Nords and the merchant princes had a complex relationship. I must have been used to settle a debt or forge a truce, but that doesn't matter. The mystery of my origins has now become an obsession. I need to know where I come from. If I were patient enough, I'd wait to become a fleet commander, and then I would be told. But since being laid off, such a promotion seems somewhat improbable.
And you want me to help you find this information?
You understand correctly. The records of all seamen stationed on the island are in their respective ports. Mine must be in the harbor office in New Serene, and it must contain my family name. But if I go there, I'd be spotted right away. However, I get the impression that this may not be the right time for you. We'll talk about it again when you're less busy. Did you want anything else?
You seem to be mad at me for some reason. Do you still resent the fact that I called your ship a boat?
No, it has nothing to do with that. Nobility makes me uncomfortable. I'm sorry if I was rude.
I can't blame you. Most nobles are tiresome. I hope that I've managed to change this poor first impression of me.
You have? I was wrong about you. You are different. I should have realized that sooner. I hope you can forgive my manners. It was foolish of me. Did you want anything else?
I must leave you.
I was going to ask the second question, but unfortunately I don't really need to ask it. Because we already know, because he told us. So before we end this part, I'm going to get myself back down to the main area. And just have a quick last look around and see if there's anything else we need to do before we leave. Jesus fucking... This place is massive. Like, it's a lot bigger than I expected. You know what? We'll do this in the next part. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next part. See you guys then.